قال الله العظيم في كتابه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقل اعملوا فسيرى الله اعمالكم ورسوله والمؤمنون صدق الله العلي العظيم. So I believe I'll talk in English because Sayyid Hassan did a very good job and actually persuaded the audience and to pass the information that this great organization is doing individually in this country. Actually, I was really amazed by how organized they are and the gist that they have and how they are working and how many people are participating in this organization. So, should we work individually or in a group? I've mentioned that in some of my speeches in this mosque. The Mosque of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, that the Quranic vision is that we should work together. That's why we were encouraged by Quran and Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, of course, the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt, to pray congregational prayers in mosques. Why? While we can pray at home, we don't need actually to use petrol, to use energy, to travel from place to another place. Yet we see that Islam encouraged us to gather, to sit, to listen, to talk, to communicate with each other. Why? Why Quran, when this great book wants to talk actually about how should we work? Quran says, وَقُلْ اعْمَلُوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't say that وَقُلْ اعْمَلُوا. وَقُلْ اعْمَلُوا. Work together. Work with each other. فَسَيَرَى اللَّهُ عَمَلَكُمْ. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can see the outcome, actually can see your deed. The Prophet can see your deed. Believers, and in this verse, believers are Ahlul Bayt alayhim salatu wassalam, because usually not all mu'mineen and believers can see each other's deeds and actions. So Ahlul Bayt, we believe Imam al-Hajj alayhim salatu wassalam, can see our deeds each week at least twice in accordance to our narrations. So Allah can see, of course, Allah can see. But this verse is very similar to those verses when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks to Prophet Moses that I can watch you, I can see you. Ala ayni, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran. And when he talks to our Prophet, ma takuna fi sha'n أو تكون في شأن أو تتلو منه من القرآن. Whatever you do, we see you. It means that we will actually multiply your efforts. We will show everyone the outcome of your deeds if they were conducted sincerely. So we should work together in a group, and we should work under the umbrella of organization. We should work as organization. The commander of the faithful, I believe, said, عليكم بتقوى الله ونظم أمركم. You have to actually narrow your work. You have to know how you should work. Let me start with Abu Talib. Actually, Samahat Sayyid told me I've got only 5 minutes. I had a meeting yesterday last night. And one of the friends in Panjatan told me, we'd like to sit with you, girls and boys, and we'll give you 3 minutes. And I replied to them that even if I want to knock out someone in the first round, I cannot knock out him in 3 minutes time. I need a little bit more. However, let me bring you some examples. Abu Talib, the one who we actually admire, we actually believe that he was a believer in the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what did he do? He worked as organization. Actually, we as Shia believe that he was a believer, and we try to protect this idea. And some of other sects believe that he wasn't a believer. He did not believe in the Prophet. He wasn't a Muslim. That's why they narrate fake narration about Abu Talib. They say that Abu Talib will be in hell. Okay? وَيَغْلِي مِنْ نَعْلٍ بِقَدَمِهِ مُخُّهُ, that his brain is boiling because of fire shoes that he is wearing. This is ridiculous, very ridiculous, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَالَّذِينَ آوَوْا أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ حَقًّا, those who gave shelter to our Prophet, they are the true believers. وَالَّذِينَ آوَوْا أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ حَقًّا. What did Abu Talib actually do? I believe the most important thing that he did was that he established an organization in Bani Hashim and gave them the responsibility to protect the Prophet. Where and when? When Quraysh and Mecca decided to attack the Prophet. That's it. They put sanction against the Prophet. They couldn't succeed. They actually tried as much as they can to persuade Abu Talib to hand our Prophet over to them, and etc. Then they decided to fight against the Prophet and kill whoever fights back. Abu Talib sallallahu alayhi wa did one important thing. He went to Masjid al-Haram and he grabbed the actually so-called thawb al-Kaaba, the dress of the holy Kaaba, and started to talk to Bani Hashim using a poem. He started his poem by saying, خليلي ما أذني لأول عادل بصواء في حق ولا عند باطل وأحضرت عند البيت رهطي وإخوتي وأمسكت من أثوابه بالوصائل, till he says لقد علموا أن ابننا لا مكذب لدينا ولا يعنى بقول الأباطل, and we will attack you back بضرب ترى الفتيان فيه كأنهم ضوارب أسود فوق لحم خرادل. And then if they want to initiate and ignite any war, let us see which one of them will retreat, will go back, will abandon Muhammad. We will not do so. So he organized Bani Hashim in a way that Quraysh saw that if they want to fight Bani Hashim, they have to fight an organized army. And this is very important. We need organization. Even the commander of the faithful, Ali ibn Abi Talib sallallahu alayhi, made too many organizations. For instance, you heard about this Sharabatul Khamis or Shurbatul Khamis. He established amongst his army the best of the best, and he gave them very important missions. He established organizations amongst his government that they can take care of poor people, of orphan people, of infrastructures, and etc. So if we want to work in a group, we have to work as an organization. And that's why we need constitution. How should we work? Which person is suitable for which actually part of this work, and etc. This is important. It's not enough for us to stay religious, to help poor people. Let's say that I've got a family overseas, orphans and widows, I'm taking care of them. That's okay. What if I pass away? Who will take care of them? And that's what we have to do. Even our good deeds through organizations. So our good deeds can continue. So we need organizations. And you have this Multaqa Shia. I was amazed. It's very organized. Try to participate, try to come to the mosque, try to actually take some of their responsibilities, be with them, work with them. Because frankly, Sayyid Hassan Habibullah was talking about the Muqtasar and how all of us will die one day. That's true. I don't know, probably in 20, 30 years, you will be, the youth, will be standing in this place and talking and persuading, encouraging youths to come and participate in the organization. And when I say 20, 30 years, it's the mosque. It's the mosque. That's why for now, we need to participate, we need to be, we need to appear in mosques. I don't know if I should bring this story and narration. Once, a few of our Prophet's companions decided not to attend any praise of the Prophet. The Prophet went with his progeny and with his some of army and companions, and he said, "You have to attend." Why? Because mosques back then, or the mosque of the Prophet ﷺ, used to be the place of his government. So if someone says that I don't want to participate in congregation's praise of the Prophet, it means that he was opposing the Prophet's government while pretending that he is a Muslim. So it's going to be a government in a government, and another government in a government. Some of them try to make Masjid Barak. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the Prophet, do not go there. الَّذِينَ اتَّخَذُوا مَسْجِدًا ضِرَارًا. It means that they established that mosque to harm the mosque of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But this was wrong. This was wrong. So, work, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can see you and actually can take care of your efforts, even if you hide it. Somebody one day will actually make it apparent. Don't work and hide it so somebody can come and make it apparent. No, work for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will do that eventually, inshallah. So let us work together. Let us work as organization. Let us attend mosques, because all of these beautiful jobs have been initiated in the mosque or in Hussein. There is a saying, we have that in Iran. I've heard it a lot, and we're starting to hear that in Iraq as well. They say, why do we need mosques? Why do we need Husseiniyyat? Why spending too much money on building? While we have orphans, while we have widows, while we have poor people, yes. So go and establish a hospital. I agree with you. But where and when you can establish a hospital? Yes, I'm not talking about the government's responsibility and duties. They have to do it. But if you want to establish a non-profit hospital, you should start and ignite that from mosques and Husseiniyyat. So we call these places as mosques and Husseiniyyat, but they are actually organizations, non-profit organizations, that if we try to participate in their programs, we can succeed, inshallah. So, especially during the month of Ramadan, I don't know how this organization works, but I believe at least some of the Shabab and youth should participate in that. Should try, at least should attend. I'm not talking about the annual meeting, because the annual meeting it's only a year between, it's a big gap. But if they have any monthly meeting, they can hold any monthly meeting. Weekly meeting is a little bit hard, but monthly meeting or every 2 months meeting, or every 3 months meeting, so they can actually cope with what is going on and understand what is going on and try to be on track and prepare themselves to take responsibility if it was needed in any place. هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآله الطاهرين.